It's topper time. I've gotten some requests recently, some custom consults, questions about toppers. So I decided to order a couple of toppers to keep for inventory, and I'm gonna go through these today. So this is just currently what I have in stock, but I can definitely get additional colors in, additional lengths, and all of these can be highlighted as well, so you can customize them a little bit more. We're gonna kick things off with this 15-inch closed lace topper that I have. So all of these toppers that I'm showcasing here are Slavic hair. So let's talk about what a closed lace topper is. So the topper itself is an 8x8. The lace top that you have here, this is a 4 by, I believe, 4.5 inches, if I remember correctly. So there's tons of spacing to be able to part it and change your part direction. 2 security combs on the top, as well as 6 pressure clips on the inside to help keep your topper nice and secure. You may be a good candidate for a topper if you're someone that has like a good amount of length. Maybe you're starting to get some thinness on the top, but you potentially have like a pretty strong hairline, or even just like a decent hairline. So if you're not ready to commit to wigs full time, but maybe you want to dip your toes into alternative hair, but still be able to put like your hair in like a mid to low ponytail, and you want to completely wear a wig, then a topper is a great option for that. What I mean by a closed lace topper is there's essentially a seam here. So this is definitely going to work best if you have some hair to pull out. I do have the ability to order open lace toppers as well. And we're also going to take a look at some silk lace toppers and talk about what I have available with those also. Talking about this topper in general, I would call this color in between a 6 and a 7. It is definitely a medium brown. I would say it's slightly warmer tones. Again, Slavic hair, so I just curled her because I'm going to throw her on and show you how she blends in. And she is 15 inches. I would say there's a bit more playing around with toppers. So again, I'm just going to change the part here on this particular one, just so I can get some more volume in the front, and then you can see, right, blending it in. So I'm simply just changing my topper to a side part here. And I actually hate my hairline, that's the funny thing. But you'll notice like how good this blends in, and I don't even have any root powder, and all I did was just change the hairline. Toppers are also nice too because, again, like you can tuck it behind your ears, where with some wigs, like it definitely gets a little bit harder to do. You can throw your hair in a ponytail. And then of course, if you do need a little bit of help and you don't have a strong hairline, you can get something like these root fibers here. And all you're doing is you're just spraying. You can get these off of like Amazon. Just kind of search for root fibers, hair building fibers. This was sent to me by another wig company that I worked with, but that's how easy it is to fill it in. And then again, you can get a feel for what it looks like. Now, of course, this is a 15 inch and my hair is like 11 inches. So yeah, like there's some difference here, but just to give you an idea, all we do is just kind of play with it. I always like to loosen up any curls that I put in it just to create like some natural volume. Let me straighten this here, but I don't even have a lot of hair in the front. And like, you can't see that at all. Taking a look at another kind of topper, now we have a silk topper. So a silk topper varies from a lace topper because this part that you have here is a very fine silk material accompanied by another layer of silk material. So what this does is this provides, I would say, like a more realistic looking scalp, but there definitely are some caveats to consider when you're going with something like a silk topper. It's obviously going to feel like a little heavier on your head, and because we are dealing with multiple layers rather than just one lace layer, it is definitely going to be like a little thicker, and so you're gonna want to have a decent amount of hair to blend in. So let's throw this one on. Again, same construction as the other one. It is an 8x8 top, but this part here is 3.5 by 4 inches. So tips for blending in a silk topper. Again, I'm just gonna scoop my hair out, but realistically, like what you're gonna wanna do is line it up with the part line. And that'll be easiest for you to be able to blend your hair in. And then again, blend the part line in with that scalp line. So the details on this one, this is 15 inches silk topper, again, between a level 6 and a 7, 8x8 all the way around. So tons of coverage with a flexible 3x3.5 part and Slavic hair. And I'll do a 360 for you. Next up, we have another silk topper. Try saying that 10 times fast. I would say this is more of a level 6. It's a medium to kind of darker brown. It's not too dark, but it's definitely not as light as the last ones. Same exact cap construction on the inside. This one is 16 inches instead of 15 inches. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Biggest thing is scooping. And I'm not going to secure this in all the way. But again, just to give you guys a feel, it's obviously not clipped in, but this is the 16 inch. And I'd be more than happy to send additional pictures or details for those that want to see more of her. Last topper I have to share with you guys today is a Slavic copper topper. So I get a lot of orders for redhead, so I figured I would get like more of a copper. This is definitely like a lighter copper color, but more of a copper topper in. This one is 16 inches and it's a closed lace topper. So much like we saw with the first one, again, you have the lace top area here. You have the pressure clips, the security combs, and all we do is just slide her on in, which she's not gonna match at all, but I wanna give you guys a feel for what she looks like on, I don't know, clip her in, why not? We'll go for like a tri-colored hair dye and just scoop out the hairline just so you can get a feel. But nice, beautiful length. I didn't bother curling her just because I knew she wasn't gonna match with my hair. But as you can see, these can be straightened or curled. Again, I know I can't show a topper well when I am not a redhead, but you guys get a feel for it. It's the same exact one as the other ones. Again, 16 inches. Just showing you what she looks like straight. And a topper is a great option for someone who wants to consider alternative hair, but you're not ready to commit to a wig yet. So drop any of your topper questions in the comments.